I would say the first thing is familiarize yourself with your moon and your birth chart. Because as we mentioned at the beginning, the moon is our mind. It is what we need to feel supported. They say it's the mother as well. It's our primal kind of instinctual needs. It's actually, you could argue, more important than our sun sign in terms of our well-being of our mind, right? It's our emotional needs, it's our natural responses to the world. And some people and some children, it's great to look at the birth charts if you have children, just naturally have different needs, right? So like a person with an Aquarius moon is going to be a lot more mentally active and maybe a lot more stimulated, and that child might be more likely to be diagnosed ADHD or something. But it could just be that they have this kind of more energy in their mind, and then understanding, well, maybe they need to kind of mentally kind of exhaust themselves a little more than someone who doesn't have that moon sign. So, or maybe they do need to have a lot of different things or projects that they're working on, like that's supportive for that child or person. So yeah, looking at the sign that your moon is in, any planets that might be conjunct like with the moon are gonna flavor, because the moon is the body that receives and absorbs whatever it's kind of around it, right? It amplifies the light of the sun. So any planet that's around the moon is gonna flavor it. And I would say that would be a very good thing to pay attention to, because then you not only get a tone of like what the imbalance might be there. Like someone with Uranus conjunct their moon or opposing the moon, and they have an air moon, they're going to be more like energized in the mind, and they might need more things that support the nervous system, right? Think like herbs that kind of calm the nervous system down. They might need, it might be good for them to read a book at bed rather than being on a device. They might want to limit how much they're on devices, because they're naturally going to have a more sensitized constitution versus someone else who, might have an earth moon and be a little more, maybe they're just slower, or they're more they're more naturally grounded, but they need something to kind of give them a little more energy. Maybe some exercises they can do to kind of get their energy up in the morning if they might wake up and be tired naturally. So yeah, knowing the moon, I would say, is like one of the just fundamental things of like, and most people, they know their sun sign because they know their birth month, but not a lot of people readily know their moon sign. And I would say that's arguably more important. And then also your rising sign. What was on the rise the moment you were born? It's the most personal angle in the entire chart, and has a lot to do with our physical body, our morphology, you could say. Like you can often, as an astrologer, people will be like, oh, guess my sign. And I usually guess their rising sign because it's how they look, right? It's how their form is.